you live each day of the week. Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What you waiting for? Come and take a seat. Like and subscribe, this is where you wanna be. Cause you know we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey everybody, happy Saturday. Hey y'all, hey. Hey everybody, let me know if you can hear my voice. I was gonna cam up, but y'all, I'm still getting ready, so I'm gonna cam up tomorrow. But hey y'all, hey. This is not going to be a long live, and I mean it today. It's not going to be a long live, but I wanted to come on right quick. Let me know if you can hear my voice right quick, you guys. Let me know if you can hear my voice. It's so much happening today. It's so much happening. So much. Let me pause and let me get some thumbs up to see if you guys can hear me. Is my volume loud enough? Okay, yes. Okay, I see that you guys can hear me. Listen, I was actually going to come live and break down a video, but I will be doing a disservice, right? Because I don't have enough time. We're leaving in like 2 hours, going to the Beyonce concert. So I don't have time to do what I really need to do. But baby, when I tell you, listen, baby, it was going to be the bomb, okay? Because oh my God, can you say gaslighting? Can y'all hashtag gaslighting and manipulation in the chat, please? Gaslighting, manipulation, victim mentality. Yeah. Can y'all hashtag that? Y'all know on this channel over here, that is what we point out and expose, honey. Gaslighting, manipulation, narcissistic, lying, that type of stuff. And people don't like it. But baby, when I tell you at an all high, so we will be breaking down more content. And let me just say this up front. This ain't to drag Kevin Wesley, but this is to point out what our channel is about. Our channel, we expose narcs. We expose gaslighters. We expose manipulators. We expose narcissistic behaviors. We expose that. We expose the victim mentality because there's so many of them out here. We expose that. We expose the contradictions. We expose that, okay? So, baby, when I tell you, I couldn't believe it. Now, y'all know I'm not the type that'll look at a whole live of Kevin Wesley because, you know, he'll put me to sleep. However, I did last night. And y'all know I ain't even got no hair on my head, right? But my hair started blowing in the air, okay? I couldn't believe it. So anyway, victim blaming, yes, thank you, 4 children, 2 grands, because baby, when I heard this man blaming his 2 wives for the reason why he couldn't provide protection for them, I said, oh my God. So anyway, I don't want to do a disservice. And if another content creator come forward and break it down before me, it's okay. I'm still going to give y'all my take, okay? Because somebody already called me and said, oh, more, let me have it. They could do it, but I'm going to do it as well. So you might just be hearing from both of us, or, you know, other people can do it as well. But I definitely want to break that down because I could not believe what I heard from a man, from a protector, from a provider, from someone that's supposed to be a leader. Y'all know I'm big on that. If you're going to lead, right? If you're going to lead. If you're going to call yourself a leader, lead. Okay? Because when this man blamed the women, he blamed his daughter, he blamed his 2 wives, he blamed them for him not being able to protect them, baby. And I'm going to have to break it down to you because I'm telling you, my hair, it stood up and started blowing. Okay? That's just how I was like, oh my God. So anyway, I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to post the clips today, but there is several clips because it was a 2-hour live that I definitely want to point out, okay? And then the Joker came out and said he dying for sympathy because he wanted to, you know, sympathy just for later to come back and try to smooth it over and be like, oh, we all dying. Yeah, we all are dying because that's what we do. We're born and we die, but that's manipulation. That meant more than just him saying that. That meant have sympathy for me. Don't call me out on my shit, okay? Because I'm dying. So to even say something like that out of your mouth, and now all of a sudden the brother been gone. Has he even been gone a week yet? I don't even know if he's been gone a week. And now it's our country, your country this, your country that. Now it's our country. Dude, you ain't even got a visa in the new country and you saying our country. Now the United States is not his country. It's not his country. It's our country. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? What? Has he even been gone a week? And I'm going to tell you something about that. That's one thing I do not like about Americans that go abroad. They go abroad and then they shit on America. I don't like that. You don't see other people that's outside of America or even inside of America shitting on their own country. They have country pride. You can move to another country and still have country pride. I'm telling you, that's one of my pet peeves. I do not like when Americans leave America and shit on America. Okay? Because he will need America before America needs him. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the fact that he's been gone, if he's been gone a week, I don't even think it's been a week. But now all of a sudden, your country this, your country that, your country this. Dude, if he don't like it and he want to shit on America, give up your citizenship. Give up your American passport. Okay? If you're going to shit on America, give up your passport. Be biggity bad and give up your passport. That's one of my biggest pet peeves about people that travel outside of America or move to another country. They shit on America. Y'all know I've lived in other countries. Well, y'all wasn't with me when I was, but I would never shit on America because America is still my home country. It's still my home country. When I'm in other countries, I am proud to be an American because, baby, they treat you a whole lot different. Do you understand what I'm saying? So for him to shit on America, yeah, no, that kind of pissed me off. America ain't perfect. Trust me, but ain't no country perfect, okay? There is no country perfect. But what you won't see is another country. You won't see another person from another country come over to America and shit on their country. Everybody that I have met from another country, honey, they have country pride. My Nigerian friends, country pride. My Cuba friends, Cuba pride. They have country pride. They are proud of where they're from. My South African friends, country pride, okay? They are proudful to be where they're from. They'll sit there and tell you all the great things about their country. But for him to shit on America now because he's out of the country for what, 4 or 5 days? 4 or 5 days now, all of a sudden, your country this, your police officers this, your country that, your country that. You're going to wish you would have left America. Okay, well, if that's the case, give up your American passport. Give up your rights to America, because I bet you he won't do that. I bet you while he's over there, he throw around that he's an American. He is straight ignorant. He is a straight ignorant. He is straight ignorant. There's no other way to put it. You're over in Colombia shitting on America. See, let me tell you something. In some countries, that's actually against their laws. Did you know that? To publicly shit on your president and publicly shit on your government and publicly shit on your country is against the law. In some countries, if you talk about the country, baby, that's your ass. You can get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, for the fact that this man is now shitting on America, saying your country this, your country that. Okay, we do have flaws over here. We absolutely do. Our food is not the best, right? And hopefully they fix that one day. But the fact that he only been over there for 12 hours, okay, I'm being facetious or whatever, but literally 12 hours, and now all of a sudden he's in a better position than we are. He's eating better. His health care is better. His quality of life is better. Everything is better for him now. If that's the case, why do people risk their lives crossing the border? It's people that literally risk their lives, their kids' life, their grandma's life, their grandpa's life. Why do they risk their lives crossing the border if America was the worst ever, right? But anyway, that's one thing I don't like. Is a mother effing American that leave America and then turn around and shit on America. We're going to talk about that more. Now, I'm going to come live. Now, y'all know I normally take Sundays off, but I'm not going to take Sunday off. I will be back tomorrow, and that's only because I'm going to watch Beyonce tonight, honey. Shake It and what's her daughter name? Baby, what's Beyonce daughter name? I can't think of it, but anyway, I want to watch all of them dance, honey. Me and my daughter going to have a good time. So I'm only going to be on here for a little bit with you guys. What's Beyonce's daughter name, baby? Is it Blue Ivy, the one to be dancing? Oh, yeah, Blue Ivy. Yeah, Blue. But thank you, honey. But thank you, honey. So I'm not going to be long, because I definitely want to get ready. We're not leaving for a couple of hours, but I don't want to be over here for a couple of hours. She said, hey, shift on America while in America. Yeah, he shitted on America. He shitted on America. He literally said, your country. He called himself not even claiming it no more. He says, your country this and your country that. He said, I almost got killed in your country or whatever, something like that. He said the FBI came to his house or whatever and blah, blah, blah. We're going to get into it tomorrow, okay? But the fact that now all of a sudden it's our country, it's no longer his country. All I got to say about that is, if that's the case, give up your ID. Give up your passport. I'm going to point all of that out tomorrow. I have the clips where he blamed his wife. This is what we're going to go over tomorrow. I got the clips that he blamed his wives for him not being able to protect him. I got the clips that he blamed his daughter for his granddaughter running off. I got the clips where he said he's dying, okay? And that's why he went to Colombia. Okay. Then I got the clips where he came back and said, well, maybe I'm not dying. Maybe I'm just, maybe I was just eating bad food. Okay. Then I also got the clips where he actually said, he contradicted himself. He claimed that, what was it that he contradicted himself on? Oh, he claimed that he didn't know that he was supposed to tip. He didn't know because he just thought that the baggage claim people was just being extra nice to him. But then he also claimed that they asked for a tip, but the camera turned off. They asked for a tip and he gave them $45. But he went on he said he gave them $45. But I'm going to also show you where he went on Facebook and said he didn't know he was supposed to tip. And when he went to the ATM machine, they charged him extra. Okay. So which one is it? Did they take the money because you didn't tip them, or did your camera turn off because the battery died and you tipped them? So we are going to point that out tomorrow, okay? And then we also going to point out what type of mentality he has, right? He tried to get another content creator, Ringo, I think his name is Ringo Reaction TV, okay? He tried to get him to be on his side. He literally told this man, well, can't you come back and do a live? And can't you point out both of our flaws? Can you put some of the blame on them? Can you break it down and show where they was at fault too? Who does that? If you are the provider and you are the leader, everything falls on you. Why would you even want your wives, your queens, right? Your queens to take any of the blame? Who does that? Who says, well, can you at least point out what they did wrong? Who does that? Would you think that a man would be like, hey, put it all on me. Don't blame my wives. I could do better. Don't blame my wives. That falls on me because I am their king. I am their leader. Okay? Don't blame that on them. But no, that's not what he wants. He actually wants Ringo to redo the live and point out where they was wrong. He said, can you see it both ways? Can you see it both ways? Can you see where they could have helped me out? They could have helped me protect them. They the one got eyes behind me. They could. He said, oh my God. Anyway, we're going to talk about it in depth tomorrow. So y'all just be prepared. If you ain't got nothing to do on Sunday, I'm going to set the thumbnail tonight and I need y'all to come in prepared to listen to this foolishness because I couldn't believe my ears. I could, but I couldn't. You understand what I'm saying? I could because who is it coming from? But I couldn't because he claims that he is a leader. He claims that he is such this king. You can't be. How? How the hell can you be a leader when you want to put the responsibility of leading on someone else? You can't have both. Either you're going to be a leader and a leader takes the responsibility, right? He is the head. He takes up the responsibility. But now you want another content creator to come out and show where they were in the wrong. Why though? What is that going to do for you? Make you feel better? I don't get that. I don't get that. Why putting the blame on his wife or his daughter? How is that going to make him feel better? I need answers. Huh? Okay, Kamel said, or why would he even give a fuck for real, rather than blaming them, weak ninja? Exactly. What would that do for him if Ringo did come back out and say, you know what, Kevin? Okay. I put all the blame on you and I shouldn't. I apologize. It was also your wife's fault too. Yes, they do have a duty to keep up with you. They should have been on your heels. Kevin said that they should have yelled out, hey, you're going too fast. And you know what? I give him that much, right? They probably should have. But if he was paying attention, if he was looking back, if he was checking in, he would have known that they was behind. He claimed that they was behind laughing and this, that, the other. See, Kevin only wants to talk about one clip. We're not talking about just one clip. We're talking about multiple clips. This is just not a one-time instance. And that's what he's not talking about. This is not just one time that he has put himself first and forgot about his family. It's not just one occurrence. It's multiple. And tomorrow we're going to break down each occurrence because he only want to talk about one, just one, and that's on the escalator. Okay, Kevin, what about crossing the streets? Okay, Kevin, what about when you jumped your ass in the car and your family stayed outside the car trying to figure out what the hell to do? We're going to break each one of them down. Now, you know, we already broke them down, but you know what I'm saying. I want to show him that it's not just one occurrence. And he's watching. Don't think for one moment that Kevin is not watching. He claims, oh, I'm not watching her. Somebody sent me the clip. Kevin, save the drama for your mama. We know you watch me. We know you watch me. And Kevin thinks I'm bashing him. No, what I'm doing is exposing that he is not the person that he claimed that he is. He's not a king. He's not a leader. Because if you are, prove me wrong, Kevin Wesley. Prove me wrong. Prove to me that you are a leader. You're not a leader. You're not a leader. A leader don't blame somebody else. I've been told y'all that. How many times I've told y'all that, right? I told y'all, you take the responsibility. The commander is going to come to you. The commander is coming to you. Whoever the commander gave the leadership to, that is who the commander is going to come to. The commander is not going to come to you and then turn around and go to your troops and get on your troops. No, that's your job. That's your job. The commander is coming directly to you. So the fact that he wants Ringo to redo the live, he practically begged him. And let me tell you something else. He tried to manipulate Ringo by saying, oh, you ain't going to do it because you're afraid they're going to drag you. Girl, if that ain't gaslighting and manipulation, I don't know what is. He told Ringo, you probably ain't going to do it because you're afraid. You're afraid they're going to come out here and drag you. Why are we going to drag Ringo? Ringo hasn't done anything to us. I mean, Kevin ain't done nothing to us either, but Ringo is not our content. Ringo is not our content. Ringo is just another fellow content creator that saw something and he broke it down. Kudos to Ringo. Continue to break stuff down, Ringo. If you see it, even with me, if you see me doing something foul, break it down. Break it down, right? The thing about it is, Kevin don't want you to break down his flaws. He actually said, no, can you point out something good? Can you say what I'm doing for my family is a good thing? I want y'all to tell me in the chat. And be honest, did I or did I not give Kevin props and say that he's going to have good content for blogging on his family? Did I or did I not give him props? When I first started talking about his journey to Colombia, did I or did I not give Kevin props for leaving the drama alone with his brothers and his, ex-sister-in-law drama and blogging on his family? Did I not give him props? Exactly. But he's talking about, say I'm doing something great for my family. You want us to say that every live? Kevin, show us that you are a leader. Show us that you're really the king that you claim to be. See, the reason why Kevin don't want us to point out his flaws, because Kevin has a bigger plan in place, okay? Kevin wants to be the king of a village, okay? And that's his goal. And he don't want to be looked at as a non-leader, because how you going to be a king of a village if you ain't leading right? No, I'm going to help you get it together, Kevin. If you're going to be a king of a village, Negro, you're going to get it together. You cannot be no king of a village trying to blame other people for your shortcomings. Everybody has shortcomings, though. Be able to be a leader enough to say, let me tell you something about a leader. A leader takes responsibility. A leader don't point fingers. A leader say, okay, you know what? Yeah, all right. I could do better. All right. I see where you pointed that out. Okay, I got it. Duly noted. Not, oh, they hate my guts anyway, and they just don't like me, and they're going to always talk about me. And then he even tried this. I know they're going to drag my granddaughter. I know they're going to drag my son. They're going to call them ugly. What? What? Are you kidding me right now? That's sympathy. He tried to put that out in the atmosphere because he wanted to paint a picture that's what type of time we on. That's what type of time we on. No, we pointed out your shortcomings, and that's what we're going to continue to do. We're going to point out your lack of leadership because you upped and moved your family to another country without planning. Admit that shit. Just admit it. But now you want to turn around and you want to sell a book on how to move abroad and said it will be ready in less than a week. How to move abroad? Joker, you just moved abroad. And I haven't seen nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing, but you're moving fire. But yet you want to give somebody else advice? Be over there for 6 months to a year before you release a book. Iron out your freaking mistakes. But no, he want to drop a book because he wants to make a quick money grab. Got it, right? Got it. But how is that going to help somebody else? What are you teaching them? Then he says about the chain. We're going to get into that too. He says, the guy was supposed to tell me about the chain. I'm not from there. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to wear jewelry. But if you did your homework, if you properly did your homework before you up and moved your family, your loved ones to another country, you would have known that. He literally said the guy was supposed to tell me, and I appreciate him telling me that I'm not supposed to wear a chain. I appreciate that because I didn't know that. But you would have. You would have known that, right? He would have known that. He would have known, right? Not to be wearing his chain. But now he's saying, oh, the guy's supposed to have told me. I appreciate him telling me that because I didn't know that. And the chain is not real. It doesn't matter. And you see how you can lose your life for having on a fake chain? You know? And then he comes back and say, tell me in the chat, y'all, how many of y'all haven't lost y'all child in a grocery store? Is that how you respond to almost losing your damn child? Huh? That's how you respond? Tell me who hasn't? Really? Tell me who hasn't lost their child before? And then you got the people in the chat carrying on with this book. Yes, I lost my grandchild more than once. Like they literally, I ain't never lost my grandchild. I ain't gonna lie. Now, when I was 18 years old, well, not 18, I think I was probably 20, and careless and being reckless and careless in my early 20s, yes, my son separated from me in a store when I was being careless, but not in my damn 40s and not in another country. Ain't no way I would have let my child hand go in another country. I'm just saying. But then he gonna say, why didn't you come back and say after this incident, the mama didn't let her hand go. The mama grabbed her hand and didn't let it go for the entire video. Why can't you point that out? Point that out too. He wants us to point out the recovery. He wants us to say, oh, okay, yeah, well, she didn't do what she was supposed to do in the beginning, but yep, she redeemed herself. She grabbed that baby hand and she just never let it go for the remaining of the video. He literally wanted us to point that out. Why you couldn't say that she took the baby hand and for the rest of the video, she held on to that baby hand tight. He literally wants us to point that out. He literally wants us to point that out. No, let's leave it for somebody else to point out. Maybe that could be their content. You understand what I'm saying? She said, Ringo commented to Kevin saying, stop telling people we are friends. That long response almost took me out. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that response tomorrow too, because when I tell you, I don't know if Ringo heard his live or not, but if Ringo hear the live, he will see how Kevin was trying to, let me tell you, in this one video that Kevin did, he bashed Ringo, he complimented Ringo, he begged Ringo, and he criticized Ringo, all in the same fucking live. Do you hear me? A 2-hour live. He went from saying that he was a weirdo to saying that, oh no, he does good content. He's a good brother. He's going to break it down the right way. He didn't know which angle he wanted to go with Ringo. We're friends. I know he got a good heart. I just asked that he point out what he saw that they did too. If you're going to do it, you know, do the whole thing. Go back and look at it and see where, you know, they could have helped me help them. He literally said that they gotta help me protect them. I get what he's trying to say, right? Help me help you. But Joker, how they gonna help you when you ain't even checking on them? Okay? He's claiming, oh, they supposed to have eyes and looking to see if there's anything that I need to be worried about. Well, who's the damn leader then? Who's the leader? Who is the leader? If he would have looked back a few times, he would have known. Just a simple, hey, everybody good? Everybody good? Everybody good? Okay, just checking. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody good? Or no, y'all walk in front of me so that I can see y'all with my eyes, since I'm up here trying to videotape every damn thing. You understand what I'm saying? But I will say this. I will give him props on this, honey, because I am his teacher. I'm his teacher. Y'all know I'm his mama and I'm his teacher. I got Kevin on. I actually feel bad because he's doing it wrong, but he's still doing it wrong, should I say. But I got Kevin tipping everywhere he go now. Have y'all noticed that? Kevin went and got some damn juice this morning, some juice or Kool-Aid or whatever the hell he got. And honey, he tipping everybody, child. And they looking at him like, oh, thank you. Kevin is tipping everybody now, honey. He at the bagel shop tipping. Now, Kevin, you ain't got to do all of that now, Kevin. It's funny, though, because I got Kevin on camera tipping everybody, okay? And to me, that further lets me know that he is listening, and it further lets me know that he feels guilty for not tipping them people at the airport, okay? Until Kevin can show me video that he tipped them people, I will not believe him. I do not believe your glasses just went off, okay? He even said himself in another video that he did not know he was supposed to tip, okay? He said, I did not know. He said, I'm going to show y'all tomorrow. I'm going to prove to you guys where this man said, I just thought the baggage claim people were being nice. So you don't tip when you think they was just being nice. I thought they was just being nice, helping me out. I thought, and he called them baggage claim people. I just thought the baggage claim people was just being nice. They was providing you a service, and a service costs money. A service, people do a service for money. Do you understand what I'm saying? A service costs money. They were providing him a service, and he thought that they was just being nice. That's what he said. They just being nice, slanging his bags around and shit. And he was like, and I just relaxed and I just let him do it because I thought they was just being nice. You know what I'm saying? She said, I heard him say that too, Mr. Morris. See, he said it, and I got it on record, okay? But this joker is tipping the bagel people. He tipping the ice cream shop. He tipping the coffee people. But it's funny now because he's doing it on camera because he wants us to see it. She said, make sure you download that video before he deleted it. Oh, I got the video, baby. You know I do. I got the video because I know that he'll try to go back and delete it. So I got it. You talking about the one from last night when he was blaming everybody but himself? He blamed Lacey. He blamed Lacey. He blamed Jamie, and he blamed his daughter. He did. Y'all, he blamed all three of those women. Basically, he's, in a nutshell, say they was lollygagging around, you know, that they was laughing and goofing off and they should have been keeping up with him. He actually said that they should have been keeping up with him, or they got a duty to tell me to slow down. You got a duty to turn around and check on them as well. Y'all good? Y'all good? Everybody good? Y'all straight? Am I moving too fast? But he would have known, right? If he would have just turned around. But he didn't want to turn around because he's trying to film everything, right? He's trying to film everything. And the thing about it is, just like Ringo said, he could have did an edit of the video. He's not editing shit. He's not editing shit. You know how long? Well, it does take a while to edit, but baby, he could have edited. He's not trying to edit nothing, okay? Anyway, we're going to talk about it more tomorrow because I want y'all to see the clips. I want you to see for your own eyes him trying to blame. I couldn't believe it. And then in his whole entire rant, right? And we're going to point this out again tomorrow. He brings up a girl named Shayna that he had sex with. Now, my thing is this. I don't get that. You are married. You claim you're married to two women, okay? There's no way under the sun this married man should be talking about how he had sex with another woman. Now, mind you, he was still married to the first wife when he had sex with her. But he's literally, and even people in his comments, his own supporters said, do we need to be hearing this? Do we need to be hearing this? He said, oh, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Why in the world would he discuss having sex with another woman, talking about his skin didn't get up because he wasn't attracted to her? She looked like she was 3 months pregnant. This joker said the reason why he couldn't get up, he said one, he was on shrooms, and he said the other is because he wasn't physically attracted to her. He shouldn't be, let me tell you something, as a married man, he should not even be talking about that. He should not be having a conversation with people online about him not being able to get hard for another woman. No respect for his wives. For his wives. What do you think his wives think about that? They think it's cute or some shit? You think the wife's like, yeah, tell her, babe. Tell her, babe. Yeah. But we're attractive. So you got up for us. Like, you know what I'm saying? He could have just said, he could have just blocked her out his chat. If he blocked her out his chat, she couldn't comment in his chat. He doesn't like the fact that she comments on his stuff and calls him out or calls his wife out or whatever the case may be. He doesn't like it. So then he body shames her and say that's why his his little John didn't get hard. Honey, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, thank God for my husband because child, I'll be single. Okay. You know? Well, anyway, we definitely going to talk about, she said, in all honesty, hold on, in all honesty, he should really thank you. His own people didn't have the guts to tell him, even though I know they were thinking the same thing. No, but you know what they did say? I saw them, a little bit of it anyway, say, well, why they worry about your life anyway? Why is Ringo even breaking you down? Why don't he break his own family down? What they don't understand, what they do not understand is if you come public with what's going on in your life, if you're blogging about your life, now it's called lifestyle content. Any content creator, including myself or anybody else, if you bring it public, they can break it down. You know what I'm saying? Is that Sheena? Hey, Sheena. We're not trying to, hey Sheena, I'm not trying to embarrass you or anything like that. I'm only just doing commentary on what he said, okay? So no disrespect to you, but I do want to talk about that. I want to talk about why this married man is still talking about an incident that you guys had. And whether it's true or not, right? I want to talk about that, okay? So I hope you don't mind. I'm not trying to bash you or shame you or anything like that. But this man, it's disrespectful how he gets online and claim, goes off on you in the comments, trying to say, he didn't go off on you in the comments, he went off on you verbally, okay? Trying to say the reason why he couldn't get up is because he wasn't attracted to you and this, that, and the other. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. We're going to talk more in depth about that tomorrow. Thank you, Break Room. Thank you, Kwane. Appreciate y'all. And again, this is not to shame Sheena, okay? We know Sheena's a beautiful girl. We've seen Sheena before. Look at her default, right? But we're going to talk about why. She said, hey, Amor, it's all good. Kevin doesn't bother me at all. I just be laughing at his ass, LOL. Okay, good. Because I definitely don't want to offend you, right? However, I do want to talk about that situation because he went on lengthy with you. He even asked other women in the chat about you, okay? Trying to claim that you still want him. So we definitely going to talk about that. Now, what type of man continue to say a woman wants him? Haven't we heard that before? He's tried to insinuate that Sheena still wants him. He was literally gathering information from the crowd, right? From the audience, saying, if a woman comes over to your chat and say this, that, and that, yeah, that means they still want you, right? That mean that a woman don't say these things to you if they don't still want you. You know what I mean? A woman don't keep bringing you up if they don't still want you, right? Anyway. So he's still trying to insinuate that she said, I'm not ashamed. Okay, cool. But he's still trying to insinuate that she wants him. And that's why she keeps coming over to his chat. She said he body shamed like Lacey and Jamie don't look pregnant. I don't understand how he can sit here and try to talk about somebody else for real, you know? And then, oh my God, this joker said the reason why his family was lagging behind is because they comfortable and they trust him. They lagging behind because they ain't got no choice. You walking faster, you taking off, you leaving them. You understand what I'm saying? She said, don't nobody want his feminine ass. Well, I don't know, because Lacey and Jamie, apparently they do, because they damn sure went over there, right? But he claimed that they're just so comfortable. They're so comfortable, and that's why they was just lagging behind, because they knew that they was protected. They knew, man, you in a whole nother country. You getting comfortable. You getting way too comfortable too soon. So anyway, we're going to break those clips down. He went on a crying spree basically last night. He wanted the approval of the audience, and he kept asking for it. Come on now, you don't see it that way? Tell me you don't see it that way. Tell me. You don't see that? Come on, Ringo, tell me. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, we're friends, man. We're friends, man. You know? But then he also gets mad because apparently he must have texted or sent Ringo a message on the back end, and Ringo didn't reply to him, right? So he's mad about that. You could at least reply back, man. Like, this dude has issues. Issues. I'm talking about serious issues. You didn't reply, and then you didn't reply to my comment. You didn't reply to my comment in the chat. You could at least reply to my comment. Like, dude. Anyway, then he tried to say that his platform, that Ringo platform, was not going to grow, and it was not going to do good if he blogged against him. In so many words, it's not going to do well. His channel is not going to do well. People are not going to want to hear what he has to say. Matter of fact, he said something along the lines of, and we're going to play the exact words. Y'all know I paraphrase sometimes. But he says, you're going to damage your channel. He's telling Ringo that he's going to damage his channel, y'all, if he blogs negatively about him. Because, no one wants to hear that. No one wants to hear that. Your channel, right? And then he tried to say the people that was over in Ringo chat, dragging Ringo, was my supporters. They were my supporters. And while he said it, it's people in his chat that he was on saying that they were dragging Ringo. They were dragging Ringo in the very chat that he was in, his own chat. But yet he claimed that they was my supporters that was dragging Ringo. One thing I will say about my supporters will pull up if you're talking about me. They will pull up, but they will wait to see what you're saying. They ain't going to automatically out of the bag just start going in on your ass unless you say some foul shit. My supporters will listen. His supporters won't. His supporters would immediately attack. Tell me I'm lying. And they really ain't his supporters. They Robert's supporters, but he just so happened to get the cover because he's Robert's brother, right? He's Robert's brother. But his supporters will immediately attack. My supporters, in my opinion, I've seen y'all and I see how y'all operate. Y'all will at least wait and see what's being said. See what's being said. But his supporters just go in attack mode. Boom, 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 boom. Why you talking about him? Why you blogging? You ain't got nothing to blog about. Oh, you need him to grow your channel. They think that you need whoever you talking about to make money. But what they don't understand is we do need people to make money. Yes, I'm making money blogging on Kevin. I made money blogging on Robert. I made money blogging on Cora. I made money blogging on Jonathan. I have made money blogging on everybody that I have blogged on now. Okay, we said it. We said it. Everybody I blog on, I need them. I need them. Everybody. But they sit there. Oh, that's the only way you can make money. You're right. Yeah, I have to blog on somebody to make money. Yes. Yes. Okay? Okay, that part. Yes. But they sit here and think or say it's called a manipulation tactic or a reverse psychology. They try to tell you, oh, you talking on him because you can't make no money if you don't. But how many people are they going to say that about? How many people are they going to literally say that about? We are all bloggers. Won't no blogger make money if they don't have somebody to blog on? Okay? She said if Ringo needed Kevin for views, he would have put his name in the title. You're absolutely right. Not only that, Sean, did you hear him say the reason why he had people to show up is because they knew he was talking about him? Kevin said that. Kevin said the reason why people pulled up in the chat is because somebody told Ringo, Kevin is in your chat. So he's saying that he brought Kevin is saying that he brought Ringo the views because he was in the chat. Come on, Kevin, you know you ain't that popular on YouTube. Kevin, you have done lives yourself with 80 people in there. I think I've seen Kevin with 30-something people in his chat before. Let's just be honest here. Let's be honest here. I don't think Ringo needs Kevin to get viewers. I don't think so, right? Ringo's been out here for a long time. Depending on what he talk about, just like every other blogger, he'll get more views than on other topics. Some topics people are not interested in. Some topics people are interested in. But the fact that Kevin tried to make it seem like Ringo, your viewership grew because of me. I brought the crowd to your page. Kevin, please don't be that vain. Please don't be that vain. Come, you know you don't have it going on in the YouTube world. Now he used to. I've seen videos where Kevin used to get millions of views. Now, why he lost his touch, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because of the scamming of the homeless people. I don't know. I don't know how it happened. Or maybe they saw through his ass. They saw that he preached one thing and do another. I don't know. But Kevin did used to get millions of views on YouTube back in the day, unless they fake ass views. Because I've seen videos with millions of views. So either they fake, right? Or he used to have it going on back in the day. One or the other. Either they fake or people did used to rock with him. Okay? All right. She said, what did Ringo's title say? It said something about a more exposed or something like that. She said, was he in there fighting for his king? Oh, I don't know. So I didn't. Oh, you mean in the one from last night? And then let me tell you something else without going too far. When you ask somebody a question, right? When you ask somebody a question, you say, what's your thoughts on this? Shouldn't you wait and get a reply on what their thoughts on it? Or would you give them your answer before they are allowed to answer to try to sway what they're going to say? Because that's what he did. That's what he did. I was sitting up here like, aren't you going to allow the person to answer first? Aren't you at least? Now, I know that there's a delay in the chat, right? I know it's a delay. So maybe it was a delay. That's why he went ahead and said what he said. But he asked somebody a question down there, and then he gave them his answer and waited for their answer. And in my opinion, that was to cause that person to answer it the way they want it to be answered. He was like, how do you feel about this, that, and the other? And he said, because I feel this, and I feel this, and I feel this. In my opinion, he said that because he wanted them to take up for him. He was looking for so many people to see it his way last night. And then got mad at the audience. And you know what he said? All right, forget it then. I'm a fuck up. I'm a bad parent. I get it. I get it. You know what? The person that sent me these clips, get that clip for me. Get that one right there where he actually said, all right, then. All right, fuck it then. I'm a bad parent then. That's what y'all want to hear. Okay, I'm a bad parent. I get it. All right. Because people, even in the chat, his own chat, was not agreeing with him. They wasn't agreeing with him. Not all of them. Now, some of them, yeah, they were. Some of them. This nigga shit on Jesus' fucking casket. And they'll say, well, you just had to use the bathroom. I mean, it was just a casket there. You had to use it. And I mean, what's wrong with using it? You just got to go where you got to go. Do you understand what I'm saying? And they will, I mean, they will agree with whatever he says. Some of them, right? But some of them won't. Some of them will say, well, Kevin, I mean, you was moving reckless. And he's like, all right, then, forget it then. All right, forget it. I'm a bad parent. I'm a bad parent then. I'm a bad husband. I'm a bad parent. I'm just a bad man. I'm a bad dude. That's called a tantrum. He threw a whole tantrum. Grown ass 40-something-year-old man threw a damn tantrum. Who does that? All right, then, forget it. All right, then, I'm a bad parent then. That's what y'all want to hear. That's what y'all want to see me at. I'm a bad parent. I'm a bad husband. I do everything wrong. What? Tell me that ain't no tantrum. Weak ass shit. Anyway. She said, yes, they will always defend his bullshit. Yes, some of them will, but some of them won't. She said, make sure you check your email about the clip I sent last night. Okay, will do. But that clip right there, I really, really want it. I want that clip where he actually said, all right, then, I'm a bad person. I'm a bad parent. I'm a bad husband. I want that clip. I want that clip. She said they thought they were going to do Ringo like they did the girl that was R.A. Ringo shut that mess down. Yeah, they try to bully everybody, but everybody don't go for that bullshit. Everybody don't go for that bullshit, okay? So I wonder if LOUDTalkerz still going to send that little $20 super chat. That big shoulder B loves herself some Kevin. I would love to see her blog on him. We'll wait. She said, more check the title out. He changed it. Yeah, I saw that he changed it this morning. And even if, let me tell y'all something, even if Ringo would have called himself exposing me, I would have listened to it. And I would have did commentary on it. I wouldn't have cussed him out or whatever, you know, unless he got it wrong. Unless he got it wrong. And what I mean by got it wrong is he would have to, you know, like say for instance, he accused me of some shit I didn't do. Then yes, I'm going to say, nigga, you got it wrong, right? But if you point out something that I'm doing, if you say, oh, you're excessively, you know, commenting on him and you need, that's his own opinion. That's his opinion. That's commentary. I actually don't see why a lot of people are not blogging on Kevin and his foolery, because Kevin is moving reckless. And I know I'm not the only one to see it. I know I'm not the only one to see it. But see, some bloggers are afraid to blog on people that have more followings than they have, because they feel like they're going to get called out and embarrassed. That's just not me. That's not me. I'm not afraid to blog on a bigger blogger. Yes, Kevin and Robert are bigger bloggers than me, and I'm not afraid to blog on them. Didn't I start blogging on them from the beginning when I started my channel? If I was afraid to call out a bigger blogger, do you think I would have? And that's why a lot of people did not come after Robert. I feel like they thought because of his experience of being out in the social media world for so long that they would get drugged. I wasn't worried about getting drugged. I've been drugged all through these internet streets. I've been lied on. I've been talked about. I've been cussed out. I've been threatened. I've been sued. I done had charges put on me, fake charges. What else can you do to me? What else can you do to me besides come to my house and shoot me? What else can you do to me? I done had rumors started on me. They done said I got diseases. My husband got diseases. Come on. What else can you do to me? They done talked about my kids, my grandkids, my grandmama, my adopted parents. Hell, my mama in the grave, my daddy in the grave. What else? I've been chucked and taken down by the river. I done had roots put on me, tarot readings on me. What else can they do to me? Some people are afraid of that. Some people would not be able to handle that. Some bloggers would have broke already. You know, some people out here blogging, if I blog on them the way they blog on me, girl, they'll call the police on me. They'll go file a charge on me. They can't handle it. They would have got off already or went crying to the courts. She won't leave me alone. You know what I mean? They want to fight you. They want to talk about you, but they don't want you to say anything back. They literally don't want you to fight back. Thank you, Platinum Bracelet. Go enjoy yourself at Beyonce concert. Kevin and Robert are from the same coin. They need some serious mental health interventions. Again, I'm scared for his family. Thank you so much, Platinum Bracelet. But he doesn't even want people to be scared for him. And I'm not going to say I'm scared for them. Well, let me take that back. I'm concerned. I am concerned. I'm concerned. And let me tell you what I'm concerned of. He says that we're scared, right? And he's not scared. I don't live my life scared like that. And I'm not about to live my life scared. I believe that he is unaware. He's unaware. He's not smart when it comes to that type of shit. Yeah, even though he lived in the Atlanta area or around the Atlanta area, Kevin did not go out much. We did not see Kevin all out at Lenox Mall the way we see Robert. We didn't see Kevin eating out at all types of restaurants like we see Robert. We didn't see Kevin hanging all out in the strip clubs like we see Robert, right? Kevin did not get out much in Atlanta area. He didn't. He stayed in his secluded, behind the woods tree area of where he lived. He didn't get out much. And then you go from that to a whole country that's a level 3. And we're going to talk about that again tomorrow too, because a lot of people don't know what these level 1s, level 2s, level 3s, and level 4 threat levels are. There is such a thing. That country is a threat level 3. Threat level 3. And that is proceed with caution. Actually, I think level 3 says, because reconsider traveling to that damn country. Reconsider it. Now, 4 is the worst, right? I think 4 or 5. I think it's 4. 4 is the worst, and it's at a level 3. Okay? And I'm not saying that, he shouldn't have went. I mean, there is Americans living over there, right? We understand that. But in my opinion, you just don't go there without a plan. You don't go there without researching it. It is evident, and he cannot say this is not true. It's evident that he did not do his homework. I don't care how much you try to say he did. He did not do his homework. He didn't even know the currency conversion. Let's be honest. He did not know the currency conversion. And I see that he's just like his brother. He says things that I say on my platform. So now I've seen that he went back and said, oh yeah, it's best to go through a reputable company like Realtor and Airbnb. Who did he get that from? Who did he get that from? He got that from me, right? Because if he already knew that, he wouldn't have got gypped for $2,000, so he said, right? He got that from me. He said, you should always go through a reputable company like Realtor.com and Airbnb. Did I not say that? So he's taking some of my advice and then he's shitting on the rest, right? Like, you don't have to say that. You don't have to do this. You don't have to break down my content. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I break down your content? It's content. And it's content that my audience wants to hear. Why wouldn't I do it? Why wouldn't I do that? And just like Ringo said, you gave them content for years. You actually did. He did. We got content. As many videos as this dude posts, but I see now he's being very careful today because he only posts one time today. And you see he tipped the shit out. He tipped the shit out of the people, out of the lady. The lady looked shocked. The lady looking like, damn, you gave me as much money as the damn thing cost. Now, I'm not criticizing him for tipping, right? I don't want to get from, first she said I didn't tip. Now she said I'm over tipping. I just think it's funny. I think it's funny. That's it. I think it's funny. But I also know that he's listening, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. I know that he's listening, you know? But I do think that he should do better editing. I'm just going to show y'all one clip where I think he should do better editing. Let me just show you this one. And then we ain't going to stay real in our minds. We ain't going to stay on this. And I'm going to break this down further tomorrow. But he should do better editing. And I know he's probably going to, I know he's going to watch me. And he should. And I know y'all like, don't tell him. No, I am going to tell him. If he gonna do it, get it right. Okay, he should do better editing, right? So we shouldn't see everything, right? If I'm blogging my life, right? What you won't see when you look at this now, this is him. This is called my new rising routine is built. Is to build myself so I can build what? So I can build others around me, motivation, right? So he's saying my new rising routine. So this is what he do when he get up. So as you see, he's in the bed here. He's in the bed. He gets up. He go in there. He brushes his teeth. All this stuff is being filmed, right? He brushes his teeth. He walks down the hallway, right? Let me show you. He's okay, he's doing all that. He's spinning. We got to see all that. He walks out the room. Now, right here, hold on. I'm going to show y'all. He's walking. We shouldn't see Jamie or Lacey right there with the damn camera. Do you see me? We shouldn't see them following him with the damn camera right here. We shouldn't see that. It's tacky as hell. Because what that just told me is you literally told her to come in there and film you getting out of bed, brushing your teeth, gargling with that water, walking into your area, doing shit like this, going over there, pacing. Look, hold on. Let me show y'all something. She's filming him do all this, acting like he deep thinking and shit. Watch. It's corny. He gonna act like he in deep thought. Look at him. I'm in deep thought. Let me grab the bar right quick. Let me grab the bar. We shouldn't see that. It's tacky as shit. It's tacky that now we know, even though we knew it before, we knew that they had to record it, but we shouldn't see it. He should have edited it out. It's tacky. It's tacky wacky that we see that you told one of your wives, follow behind me. Follow behind me and let me make myself look motivational. Follow behind me. Look at this. I can't even, it looked like they kind of look alike on that one. That's the one with glasses. So that's Lacey. That's Lacey. That's Lacey. Follow behind me. Let me just act like I'm so motivated. Let me act like I'm just so hyped right now. Let me get into some deep thought, which means that they videotaped him putting a hard-on thing in his pants and getting in that hot tub, okay? They taped him doing that. Because this is what he got in the hot tub with. He got in the hot tub with these pajama pants on that he just got out of the damn bed. She taped him doing all of this shit. Taped him, putting the water, all this shit she taped him. Fixing the couch pillows, looking around. Oh, let me just grab the bar a couple of times. Let me show this is what I do every morning. Yeah, I mean, take me doing all this. It's corny. It's corny. Right? It's corny. Let me do this. All while the motivational music is playing in the background. Hold on. Let's go. Then look. Then take me doing this. Record me. She's still following him and recording him doing all this. It's content. Get good angles now. Get good angles. Focus on me. Focus on me. But then he gets up. Take me doing this. So now we know you got her watching you doing all this shit. You got her. Then here. Then this one kills it for me right here. Let me sit this down. And then take me coming from working out and getting in this damn hot tub with the same damn clothes. Let me take off the shirt. And let me put on the same pajama pants that I just got out of bed. Now look, you see the pajama pants? Let me take it back to here. This the same pajama pants that he got his ass up out the bed in. Look, boom, boom, boom. Getting out of bed with the same pajama pants on. I'm in deep thought. I'm in deep thought. I can't stand a low bed. I don't know what it is, but I can't stand on low bed to the ground. That would not help me. That would not work for me. But anyway, take them doing all this shit. They should have got the damn. I ain't even gonna talk, girl. Next time y'all record, get the wet towels up off the floor because who idea was it for them to throw the wet towels on the. Anyway, child, let me stop because child, look at this. Look at this. Look at these towels on the floor. I don't know. Maybe that, I know they do it at hotels, but anyway. So all this, take me getting out of bed with my pajamas on, going straight from the bed. Let me brush my teeth. Let me get in deep thought in the mirror, right? Deep thought in the mirror, right? Let me do all of this. Take me brushing my teeth, doing all this, showing that this is my morning routine. I brush my teeth. I do this. I do that. I fix all this shit. And then the same pajama pants that he pops up with, the same pajama pants that he crawls out of bed with, it's the same clothes he gets in the jacuzzi with. You get in the jacuzzi, hot tub, whatever you want to call it, with the same damn pants on. He gets in the jacuzzi with the same pants that he got up with. Okay? Same one that he stuffed. The same pants that he stuffed. Okay? The same pants, same clothes. Anyway, nasty work. I don't know. I just want to point that out. Nasty work. Nasty work. Edit your shit. Start editing your shit. We should have seen Lacey following up behind you with that damn camera. I'm just saying. Lacey, I know you're slow, but check it's the max because ain't no way should this lady be following this zesty dude around like this. Oh, he got them following him. And I guarantee you it was way early in the morning. He was like, follow me with the camera so I can show them what my morning routine looked like. Follow me, follow me. At least take that out. He said he was dying. Girl, that's a whole, he came back later and said, well, maybe I'm not dying. Maybe I'm not dying. Maybe I'm just, maybe it's the food. We're going to get to that tomorrow. That was all done. That's the same. Him saying he was dying is the same thing that he said, okay, I'm a bad parent then. I'm a bad parent. I'm a bad father. I'm a bad husband. I'm a bad parent then. Okay? Then he tried to smooth the dying over. We all dying. We all one day to our death or some shit like that. That was for sympathy. It was for sympathy, okay? It was for people to say, oh, Maura, don't point out his flaws. How are you going to talk about a man that's on his last life? He's dying, Amora. How are you going to say something about him? She said, oh, my God, what a horrible way to manipulate people. Absolutely. He did say it. But he said it in a way, and then he tried to come back and clean it up and say, well, maybe I'm not dying. Maybe it's the food that I'm eating. Maybe that's why I have these stomach aches. But I thought he didn't have no damn stomach. I'm going to need him to pick one. Pick one and stick with it. Either you have a stomach or you don't. Because how the fuck you have stomach aches every damn day and you ain't had a stomach ache since you got there? But how the hell you gonna have a stomach ache when you ain't got no damn stomach? But I don't know. Y'all tell me. I don't know. Can you still have an upset stomach when you don't have one? Hmm? Can your stomach still hurt? Huh? That's just like somebody say, my legs are fat when you ain't got no legs. Like, I mean, can you? Can you have, I mean, what is he having the stomach pains from? You know? Imagine there are some who were such fans of those brothers. Yeah, absolutely. She said, did he say where he dying from? He said he's having stomach aches. He's been having stomach pains. That's why he said he's dying. He's dying from his surgery, getting his stomach removed, and he's been having stomach pains ever since he been having stomach pains, but since he's been over there, he's not having no more stomach pains, is what he said. So he's trying to say it's the food, okay? He's trying to claim it's the food. Now, our food could definitely get better. And I do notice when we go to other countries, the food is not as, it's just light. You know what I mean? It don't, you know, do the same as the food over here, all right? But I don't like the way he shitted on America as a whole. He shitted on America. Matter of fact, he said, it's your country. Your country. Girl, when I tell y'all when I break this shit down tomorrow, y'all just wait. I can't do it now because, I don't have the time. But y'all just wait. She said Amore was made for this and he is too soft for this. Yeah, he gonna tell me you don't have to break down my content. I know I don't. Hey, Yolanda, did you get your money back? Let me know if you got it back yet. I know I don't. But he can't stop me from breaking down his content. You don't have to point out to me. You don't have to help me. You know. And then he gonna say me and Ringo making money off him, right? He said the fact that we're making money off him, we can at least explain what he's doing good. You can at least start explain what we're doing good, what I'm doing good over here, how I'm helping my family, how I'm providing a better life. If you're gonna make money off me, you're gonna make money off my name. I know it's content, but if you're gonna make money off my name, don't just talk about the bad things, talk about the good things too. But I get it. That's why they pay you. Then he started talking about something. Yeah, they pay her because they want her to talk about the bad stuff. What? No, we're talking about it all, baby. She said he's over there on a passport. I don't think he knows the difference. Girl, I said the same thing. This joker hadn't even been out the country for a whole damn week hollering, y'all country. Y'all country. Do he realize that in 90 days, if he don't have his visa done in 90 days, he may just be back in our country because they're going to kick his ass out, okay, after 90 days. But, I know how he can do it too. You know what I'm saying? But this joker said, our country, y'all country, y'all country, y'all country. Oh, she said it said 10 days. Okay, Yolanda. Corny as hell, looking like his brother. Yeah, him and RH had a bypass, so they can lose weight, period. They lie, emotional manipulation. Oh, wow. He did move out of America. He moved out of America, but he's shitting on America. I mean, he moved out, but that, did he really move? Because we're going to Panama, but we're not staying there forever. I will always come back to America. I will always come back to America. She said, all while being in South America, huh? Yeah, he's shitting on America. Shitting on y'all country this, y'all country that. Then he says, because I know what's about to happen to y'all. Y'all don't know what's about to happen. I know what's about to happen to America. I know what's coming y'all way. And y'all going to be looking at me and saying, oh, he got out in time because I know what's about to happen. Joker, be quiet. Just be quiet, because if you think something happened to America, it's not going to happen to their country. Let me tell you something. A lot of country relies on our strength. So if America fails as a country, what do you think is going to happen to a lot of the countries that rely on America? It ain't too many countries out there that stand alone, that don't need our alliance, that don't need our protection, that don't need our currency, our strength, that don't need us at all. It's not a lot of countries out there. It's some, but not a lot, right? The fact that he's saying he knows what's going to happen to America, if anything happens to America, anything to where we fail, whether it's we fail in currency, resources and whatnot, or we fail as we get attacked, physically bombed or whatever the case may be, attacked, right? What do you think gonna happen to them other countries? If they poor, they're gonna become poorer. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's almost like, oh, let me kill the tree, but ain't nothing gonna happen to the fruit. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? Countries like Colombia and those countries, they the fruit. If you kill the tree, the fruit, where the fruit going? The fruit gonna die. So for him to sit here and act like America ain't shit and we about to get attacked or some shit like that or whatever, right? And we gonna fall. He think he's safe in Colombia or any of them other third world countries? Baby, they rely on us. Us. I'm proud to be an American. I ain't even gonna lie, I am proud to be an American. They don't always, we may not always feel protected and shit like that, but I'm proud to be an American. I would never denounce my citizenship. Fuck that. I was born here and I will die here. But the fact that this man want to shit on America, you putting yourself, for him to even put his mouth, hey, Slim Bull, I ain't seen you in a while. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Slim Bull said, we are the strongest country in the world. You better know it. Somebody need to tell him that, Slim Bull. You hear me? He ran away and trying to deflect. Exactly. Did you hear him shit on America? Did you hear him try to say something's going to happen to America? Our food is, yes, everybody can attack our food. But him trying to attack the health system, saying shit like, we got to pay this, and medical bills and this, but I can come over here and get free health care. Everything ain't free. That's one thing. But two, if he had a fucking job over here, he can have health care. A lot of people's jobs help pay for health care. And content creation, he worked for himself. Guess what? They have health care plans for independent workers, people that work for themselves. They have healthcare plans like that. Just because he don't want to purchase a healthcare plan, that's on him. He don't want to purchase a healthcare plan and then have to pay these big expenses for his son and his wives and whatnot. That's on him. That's on him. She said, it's like saying someone is going to catch AIDS because they didn't want to talk to you. Exactly. Exactly. But hey, thank you. And yes, welcome to the chat. But yeah, this joker now want to turn around. Oh, I'm out of America. I've been out for every bit of 3 days and I'm about to shit on Americans. That's not what you should do. If you move outside the country and if you're going to blog on your experience, yes, you can blog on your experience. Tell us how it is in Colombia, but not at the expense of shitting on your own people. No. That's not how you do things. You shitting on America? See, now that'll turn me off quicker than anything. And then I'm going to really get in your ass. Now I'm going to really, really get in your ass. And you ain't going to like that. You ain't going to like that. Because if you want to shit on America so much, show me that you're going to give up your passport, your citizenship. Now, y'all know Tina Turner gave up her citizenship. She denounced America, but she lived over in Switzerland for so long before she even did it. I think she was over there 20 or 30 years before she denounced her citizenship. Let us see this joker denounce his citizenship since he wanted to say. And just because Tina Turner gave up her citizenship, she didn't denounce America. I mean, she didn't shit on America. She didn't come out publicly bashing Americans. She didn't do that. She didn't do that. She just figured, you know what, I've been over here for so long and I don't go back to America for anything. So I am, I don't even know what you call people in Switzerland, but Switzerland's, I don't know, but she gave up her American citizenship after being over there for years, 20, 30 years plus. She gave up her American citizenship. Let us see him give up his American citizenship. Because baby, I'm gonna tell you, life won't be the same for him. Sometimes they'll treat you a certain way in these countries because you are an American citizen. And let me tell you something. Just because he got online and shitted on America in front of us, I guarantee you he ain't doing that over there. I guarantee you he walking around with his head high like he a proud motherfucking American while he's over there, right? He's probably telling everybody over there, oh, yeah, I'm from America. I'm from America. I'm from America. I'm from America. Nigga, they know where you from. They know where you from. Trust me. When you opened your mouth, they knew where you were from. They know you are a gringo, honey. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop taking these people as dummies. Just because they don't speak your language don't mean that they are dummy. They know where you from. Baby, you're being studied right now. You're being watched right now. This joker don't understand that he's being studied. Somebody is watching him. Trust me when I tell you. They do it here in the United States. You remember I told y'all we moved into this very fluent neighborhood, right? And we didn't talk to our neighbor for a while, right? We just kind of stayed to ourselves. And then one day, we just so happened to be outside at the same time. And so we introduced ourselves to him. We have been living there for, shit, I don't know, maybe 6 months to a year. We have been living there for, I think it was at least a year we had been living there. And we decided, because we actually was outside at the same time, and we introduced ourselves. My husband said, hey, this, I think he was a captain or major at the time. I don't know. I'm Major J, blah, blah, blah. And this is my wife, and you know what this man told us? This is in America. And you think this ain't happening in other countries, you crazy. The man told us what my husband said, yeah, this is my wife, and blah, blah, blah. And we both in the military. This man said, I know. The joker said, I know. You want to know why he said, I know? Because this man had did his homework on us. He already knew who the fuck we were, baby. Don't think for 1 second that you're about to move in an affluent neighborhood in America and somebody in the neighborhood ain't them pulled your motherfucking background. They want to know who their neighbors are. They want to know who you are. And if he did it, I'm sure other people did it. Okay? Now, we don't typically research our neighbors, but they researching your black ass. Don't think for one moment that people in Colombia is not doing the same thing. He's being watched. He's being researched. If they do it in America, they're going to do it in other countries. Okay? Slim Bull said they do it in every hood in America. Okay, see, I'm thinking they do it just in the uppity neighborhoods. But honey, the dude told us he knew. Jay and I talked about it later. We was like, wait a minute, baby, you think he looked us up? Hell yeah, he looked us up. And we didn't even think to look him up, but we did after the fact. We did after the fact and found out that he was the GM of a damn car dealership. He was the GM. We lived right next door to him. You damn right he looked us up. That joker said, I know. I was kind of taken back a little bit. I felt an invasion of privacy at that moment when he says, oh, I already know. Yeah, I know. He knew my husband and I were both in the military. And what else he knew, I don't know. But that joker said, I know. Oh, I already know. So trust me when I tell you. And I told y'all about another situation where a little boy came over to visit my friend, and he said, my daddy looked you up on the computer. The little white boy told my friend, because his daddy was a judge, okay? His daddy was a judge. And he told my friend that my daddy looked y'all up on the computer. You want to know why that judge looked them up on the computer? Because that judge was not about to let his little white child go to that house without finding out who the hell they were. Yeah, that happens. Okay. So anyway, Slim Bull said we can pull up flight records, hotel bookings, and whatever if we want to find anybody bad enough. So, but black people are so trusting. I will say that we're so trusting. We don't be researching other people. We just be like, people around us. We just take them at face value. Oh, these good, wholesome people because they live in this uppity neighborhood. So they got to be good people because they live over here. Shit, it's going to make me start looking everybody up now around me. Fuck it. Wherever I go, I'm starting doing research on their asses. They do it on us. But don't think that he's in Colombia And let me tell you, the fact that his friend Pete told him yesterday that he can sit down with the cartel, he said, I am the only gringo, meaning American. I'm the only American that can sit down with the cartels. Now, his friend is connected with the cartels. Do you think his friend connected with the cartels is not going to get him connected with the cartels? Do you think so? Now, I said something yesterday, and I'm going to further go into this tomorrow, but I said something yesterday that I need to correct myself on. I said that he just met that guy, right? But I got a video. I'm going to put it up right quick, and then we're going to go more in detail about it tomorrow, and then I'm going to hop off. I've been on for an hour and 20 minutes. I got a video. Let me pull it up. That shows, because we did our homework, okay? That he does know the guy, so to speak. And when I say know the guy, I ain't gonna say he know the guy. Hold on. Let me just pull it up and show y'all what I'm talking about right quick. Let me show you what I'm talking about. He doesn't know the guy, but he's spoken to the guy before, okay? On a podcast. That's just like, hold on. Where is me? Where am I? What the heck? Hold on. I was logged all the way out. Shoot. Let me log back in. It's telling me I gotta verify my login on this account. Give me a second, y'all. Because there's a difference in I've been knowing you for 3 years, and it's a difference between I've been knowing you for 3 years and I talked to you one time on a podcast. That's a difference, right? Would you agree? Would you agree that knowing somebody but never meeting them or been talking to them or whatever in the background? Hold on. Where's my messages? Okay. Give me a second. Someone is trying to log in. That's me. Yes, it's me. Okay. Allow. All right. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I said it's me. Okay, here we go. Let me pull this up. What do you mean a code? Hold on, it's making me put codes in here and everything. All right, 6. All right, damn. I didn't know I needed all that. All right. Why I don't have the video? Hold on. Wait, y'all. Where's the video at? All right, let me see. All right, here we go. So there's a video. That he did that's on his page from 2021, okay?
It got lived, and why do I say that at every episode? Because you have...
All right, hold on.
Both ways for another man.
So he did talk to this guy, but listen how the guy introduced him. Hold on.
Yeah, years old.
Carolina.
Hold on.
24 years young. There we...
Okay,
All right. Well, we want to definitely turn to our guest, Mr. Kevin. You are live, brother. Please introduce yourself. Where are you from? And how in the hell, my brother, did you get into this? What led you to become what you are right now? The teaching, the topics, and then again, we're just going to politics right now. There's nothing scripted, ladies and gentlemen. This is coming straight from the heart, straight from the mind. We're not censoring any words, questions going to be asked that most people will not dare to actually answer. So, Mr. Kevin Wise, Wesley, please tell us who you are, where you're from, and exactly how did you get involved with what you're doing now?
All right, first of all, King, man, I just want to pay homage to you. Thank you for having me onto your show again. It was a great time that first time. You got an amazing crowd that listens to you.
Yes,
when you asked me to come back, obviously it was an honor. I'm obliged to be back. So again, just wanted to pay homage to you, man, and your ancestors, just for manifesting you. I love everything that y'all doing, man. So it's going to be a wonderful deal, believe me. All right, so,
appreciate that, King. So first and foremost, we just want to know where are you from, brother?
I am from North Carolina originally. That's where I was born.
Okay. And you're living where now?
I'm actually back in North Carolina again. I moved all around though. So I moved back to North Carolina around like last year, and I moved there from Georgia.
From Georgia. Okay. All right. Well, I did post that I was going to have you on the guest up today, and my DM again went nuts. Okay. Literally about 15 women approach me and say, how is this possible? Is it legal? How is it able to actually work? So why did you decide this?
So he's another poly guy. Okay, y'all, but let's continue.
Route that you want to go.
Well, I want to do something for my ancestors instead of myself. Okay,
great.
So a lot of us, man, we marry because we marry by way of the Western way because that's how we're told to do it. So we're taught to, find one wife. Wives are, told to look for one husband and get married in paperwork, and then from there you're going to have your lives. Typically you're going to work for, an employer. Most people over here anyway are not entrepreneurs, so you're not really becoming your own resource. You just pretty much marrying off of love. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to look back and do it in a more righteous way. Okay. I saw that we were dealing with COVID and not knowing what was going to happen, and I wanted to protect my lineage with everything in me. So I began to manifest a union that I felt would be conducive for that.
Yes, the Pete dude has a podcast. Yes, he has a podcast. Yes, he does.
At the time, I was absolutely single. I had been married for...
He blogs about people moving to Medellin, and also being poly, okay? So that's why I said Kevin has a bigger project he's working on, and that's why he want to keep his name clean in the social media. That's why he's telling people to go back and do commentary on the good shit that he's doing, because he's trying to be some type of king or some village or some shit over there, okay?
About 15 years.
Wow.
We've been separated for about 4.5, 5 years. Okay. That's when I began to manifest this relationship. But I'll tell you guys why it's important to me. Just, again, respecting my ancestors, we survived better together, okay? So if you go back and you look at how we began, we were hunters and gatherers. We didn't have this matrix, and we didn't have this brick and mortar and all these things to survive in. We didn't go to work for someone else to survive. We actually created and manifested our own survival. So we hunted and we gathered. In order to do that, you need multiple people to do that. So what's happened with us now is we've been tricked into going into the matrix to get money for food. Now, money is paper. It is not real. The same amount it takes to print $1.
I don't know if y'all ever looked at those cult leaders that come out and gather all these people, and they live in one compound, right? And all the children and women be working and shit or whatever, and they make the money and they give it to him, and he's the king or the overseer of all the money, and they build their own house, and they gather their own food and cook their own food and grow their own shit or whatever. He's looking to be like that guy. He's looking to be the one that's over, and all the kids and everybody living on a compound where he's the overseer, and they all serving his ass. Okay, that is what type of shit he's looking to do. Allegedly, fucking allegedly.
It takes to print a 20. Now, what we do is we feel valuable and feel security the more money we have. But money is not a real thing that can fluctuate at any moment. So we wanted something that was real, which is heritage. So that starts with land. Again, real resources. Okay, so we wanted to grow our own food. If we do eat meat, which is very seldom, we're going to hunt for that. We want it to become self-sufficient. We saw it in COVID. You couldn't even buy food from the stores, and so...
Can y'all see Kevin Excuse me, I'm over here eating. Can y'all see Kevin hunting for any fucking thing? Can y'all see Kevin doing anything? Kevin didn't even, oh shit, Kevin didn't even want to carry his own damn luggage. Can you imagine Kevin hunting for food? Huh? Can you imagine him hunting for anything? This man didn't look back while his wives was trying to cross the street. Can you see, is he a hunter? Do y'all see him being a hunter? Okay.
If it happens again, I mean, what are we gonna do if you see how this happens? So us falling asleep to this matrix, basically what it did is it caused us to not value each other, but value money. You see relationships now where women and men alike are saying they're gonna chase the bag, which shows you that we value things like monetary value more than we actually do people. And we are social beings. Like, we survive with each other as people, not things. So whenever you go back to how our ancestors practiced, you can see they value family over things. And this is how you actually leave an inheritance. We're not promised tomorrow, man. So you look in this world, men are trying to leave an inheritance to our children, but we kind of got our backs against the wall because we're not promised tomorrow. We had a bad start because our parents didn't leave anything to us. And exactly how much does it take to leave an inheritance to your children? You know, so that's a large number when you think about it, because you're thinking about leaving all of this money. But if you think about it by way of how our ancestors practiced it, it wasn't leaving money because, again, money didn't exist. So what are we working to leave our children? Land and resources. You see, so, and skill sets. To do this, you got to have time and focus on your children, not go out into the matrix and spend all of your time working and not focusing on your children. So I wanted to develop a family that was just like a tribe. That is a tribe that we're about.
I told y'all, he trying to do some tribalism shit, y'all. And I'm gonna have to look more into that because I don't even know if that's a bad thing. I'm gonna look more into that and I'll give y'all my commentary on that. But that's what he's trying to do, be a tribe leader, okay?
We're about family. So number one, we wanted to create our own resource, not work for anybody. We were successful in doing that. Having multiple partners come together, this is it.
I think he wants to be a cult leader. That's my own opinion. I think he wants to be a cult fucking leader.
That quicker than a typical marriage couple, man and wife, because I have two wives. We always look at it like, what is it meant to be? So whatever our three minds are placed on, we are able to work to make that happen, not depending on anyone outside of us, but our own plan. So we believe in ourselves to be able to accomplish anything. And we've been successful in doing that. We protect each other, we provide for each other. And because of this love for each other, we've managed to live a happy life while in the middle of COVID. People are divorcing everywhere in the middle of COVID because obviously they're bound to the home and they realize they don't even like each other. And it's funny, but if you look at even a lot of polycultures, they actually suffer from more divorce during this time because a lot of the poly men were actually having marriages outside of their own wives they didn't know about. And so when COVID happened, here they are now bound to the home and they can't see the other wives and it begins to be exposed, So in the midst of all these relationships falling apart, we've managed to build something that's flourishing and blossoming, because I believe it's because we're actually doing it with our ancestors in mind. It's difficult. It's like any other relationship. It takes work. But we often ask ourselves, do we want to choose our personal desires or our ancestors? You see what I'm saying? Yep. Like, think about a lot of men today. They'd rather chase their loins than their actual destiny and purpose. So pouring into your family and pouring into that one or two women that you love is so much better and conducive to a healthy family than all these women everywhere. But a lot of times I'm going to seek my desire over my inheritance. So I put my inheritance first.
Wow, that's really deep, man. Well, just to go, let me ask you this. You said you used to be married for 15 years. I was also married for 10 years. All right.
Okay.
It was good for the first 5 years. After that, I feel like we wasn't seeing eye to eye. When I was trying to build my businesses and I would leave and come back, she would get jealous. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm trying to build a future. And I had a son at that time. So what made you guys go separate? Because what made me go separate was because I felt like she needed a help. When my son was actually born, and I told her to quit working, just like what you're saying right now, I was just having a conversation with our sister here. And I say, it is our job, real man, there's only 2% of us. It is our job to make sure that we employed our own women to work with us, not work for us, to work with us, to be able to help them out and cultivate them to take their passion, their gift, and turn it into a profit. So how did you change that mindset? And who actually told you? Was it a mentor? Was it the Most High? Was like, you know what? Who just pretty much embed that in you? How did you come to realize that this is the better route for me?
It's wild, but let's just say, for lack of a better word, let's call it the Most High, man. It's something that came from within me. It resonated out of me. I just felt like, this is the right way,
Okay.
I always say that, true submission works both ways, man. A lot of what you suffer from is what many marriages suffer from, and that is where they don't actually have true submission from their wives. And a lot of it is due to lack of understanding. I teach about this often, man. Like I talk about like a horse and jockey.
Okay.
Now a jockey rides the horse's back, but if the jockey rides in fear, he'll hold the horse back due to being afraid about how fast the horse is going and whatnot.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's what our wives tend to do. You're either leading with two energies, love or fear. If you're leading with fear, that's gonna look like holding your husband back, telling him he's working too much because you value the time that you're missing more than his inbuilt need to make the family survive. So a lot of times this happens because she's not pushing the husband and not supporting him, when in reality, truly being feminine is understanding his mission. The more feminine she is, the more masculine he gets to be. She understands his purpose is to provide, and that this actually makes him feel more masculine. It brings the man out of him. She wouldn't hold him back. You see this a lot with a lot of ladies who are married to entertainers. They're afraid that their husbands or even wives are going to travel the world and sleep with all these people. And so what they'll do is they'll kind of sabotage them or try to hold their career back, because if I ask the question to a lot of wives, would you want your husband's dreams to come true? And that actual answer was no, because if it came true, it would mean they would get less time with their husbands.
Wow.
And so what I try to ask or ask all women to consider is, before you make a man your king, before you submit to him, look at the word submission in a different way. It doesn't mean that he is your ruler and you are now yoked to him and you have to do everything he says. It more so means follow a king that you can believe in. Submission. It means the mission that is not the main mission, but it's also an important mission, a sub-mission. So you should find a king who your purpose can still be fulfilled while you support him. You shouldn't follow a king who you feel like you have to uproot and strip your whole life and you can no longer be you just to be with him, So a good king is gonna like.
But is that not true? But what he just said, is that not true? They did uproot who they are to be with him. They didn't left family behind, baby daddies behind, mama, daddy, sister, brother behind. They didn't. What is he talking about? They uprooted everything to be with him.
He said, see the good in you, see the beauty in you, and his mind can monetize that for you and turn that into an income, turn that into a resource by you doing what's beautiful, by you assisting him in his mission and journey.
Okay.
A lot of times, again, a lot of our women, they feel stronger because they're having a job, but that job is through a company outside of the home.
Exactly.
You can't pass that down to your children. So right now it feels good because you're getting a paycheck from them, but you can't leave that job to your children. So if she works with her husband's business, this is something that they both can work to lead to their children. It's something you can actually pass down. I think a lot of it though is, that fear of completely submitting your life to a person that you might feel like can change their mind about you, maybe cheat on you. And so they don't have the security a lot of times to say, I'm going to give up my job and truly trust this man with everything in me. And a lot of times it's because a lot of men don't display those qualities of masculinity to help them submit. You don't have to force a woman to submit, but if you master your masculinity, she'll want to. Like it's something that comes natural. Just like a man will naturally be masculine for a woman when she's in her feminine. It's like magic. He has to be. It's just a superpower. A lot of times trauma causes us not to be able to submit. So it's our fear. A lot of times we hold our partners back.
I'm going to have our young lady here ask you a question, coming from a woman, basic perspective.
Yes.
No, he's not masculine to me either. Like, no, I do not see masculinity, leadership. Hey, baby! Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Exactly, because I feel like a lot of women just want to believe in the idea of love. You know, how love comes into play with all of these. Like, you will always want to find the perfect one, the ideal match, your soulmate. Do you think, like, do you believe in that? Do you think that there's not only one person for each other, right? But how
She asked him, does he believe in God? Let's see what he say.
love comes into yeah, in your life? What do you believe? Do you believe in love? Like, did you marry for love, or love comes after the marriage? I'm very interested in the concept of love for you.
That's beautiful. Great question.
Yes, beautiful.
So my thoughts are like this: love is an energy. Love is an energy that we all can reach, and so is hate. I look at it like a radio station. Sometimes you can tune into a radio station and on the radio and you can hear it.
He said love is an energy. Haven't we heard that somewhat before? Haven't we heard that God is an energy? Who did we hear that from? His brother. God is an energy. He's an energy. Remember?
Really clearly and say if you cross over into a different city, you might lose that radio station.
Yes.
I look at it like when you can hear that radio station very clearly, that is love. And sometimes we reach that frequency with a person and sometimes we fall out of it. And you notice it's very easy to fall out and it's very hard to get there. So I feel like love is more so a reward. And it can be a reward in terms of two people working together to create harmony, and love can come from that. It's when you begin to feel joy in your innermost with a person. But then love can be like a gift. And in that way, I actually see it as like a gift from your ancestors, that love at first sight. Maybe it's something in your genes or DNA that needs to mix with this person. As DNA is just messages and energy. And therefore you feel this dopamine and this feeling of love, and so you instantly have it. And then all you have to do then is keep it. And a lot of times that it can fade as well. I try to tell people that
But do you see how he never answered her question? Do you see how he never answered her question? Right? She asked him, did he marry for love or did it come later? And then he went off on a tangent of love is this energy and it's working together. And which one was it though? He never answered her question.
Looking for love being like a consistent thing.
Yes.
That is over romanticizing the energy, because it's not that love isn't consistent. It's that we are not. We are not consistent. So we cannot stay in the frequency of love.
So basically, no, he did not marry for love. Okay. And he don't love now. And love is a mind thing and blah, blah, energy and the sun and all this or whatever. Okay. That's basically what he's saying. It's not about love.
Continuously. We'll fall out. We go through every energy, depression, sadness. All these things are emotions that completely embody us. So love itself isn't something that you're going to maintain. Think about it. You could buy a car or a house right now that you absolutely love. In 5 years, you may not love it anymore. It's the same car.
And that's what he said about Lacey. I mean, not Lacey, I'm sorry, Jamie. After 5 years of being married to her, he didn't love her anymore. Okay? Okay?
House, but like sadness, even love doesn't last always. So it's more like negotiating.
I knew he was going to say that. Why did I know he was going to say that? Why did I know he was going to say it's about negotiating? I knew he was going to say that. I just knew it. I knew he was going to say it's a negotiation. You give a little, I give a little. So we make this thing work because we agreed to this, we agree to that, you agree to this, I agree to that, and we'll make it work. I just knew he was going to say that.
It's not about love so much. Just go back and
do it.
A woman is looking for a man that can protect her. The reason is, if she's going to have a child while she's pregnant, she's going to be more vulnerable than ever. So she's going to need someone to protect her. Now, but she also wants this child to have good genetics. She wants this child to have the best chance of survival. And that's not just based on someone else's ability to protect her. She wants the child to have good genetics from within, so one day it can protect itself. And that means, finding a partner with those genes. That partner with those genes, she wants to negotiate with, that she's going to make sure he can take care of her and provide for her the duration of that pregnancy and even after that, because once she has this child in its infancy, she's even more vulnerable. And now she has this extra person outside of her. Now she's actually weaker in terms of being able to get food and gather food for now.
I don't like when a person can't just answer the goddamn question. I mean, I understand explaining your answer, but damn, He all going all around and up and down and circling back by the. He's saying a whole bunch of fluff right now. To be honest with you, he's fluffing it because he doesn't know. He don't want to come straight out and say, "No, I don't love these ladies. They are a convenience for me, and I am a convenience for them." Okay, it's a look that I am. It's an image and a look that I am looking for. That's what I'm after, not love. Okay, that's what he's after, an image. He's after an image.
Two people instead of one. This is why it takes a tribe, family. So if you go all the way back and she says, okay, I'm gonna, pick this king simply because I love him. What if he wasn't a good provider? What if he was lazy? What if he didn't have the territory to be able to provide and protect you? It just wouldn't be wise. And a lot of times this is what happens now. Women are in relationships with a guy who might turn them on or they might love, but he doesn't have good leadership qualities, right? And he doesn't have good guidance qualities. He doesn't work hard. And now the relationship goes nowhere. They've been married 15, 20 years and they don't have anything. They're still renting. You know what I mean? They don't even, and it's because she's.
You know, the sad part about this is he's convinced those two women that he's with of this shit. He's convinced them that let's build this together, be a partner together, and this, that, and that. Y'all just have to promise you're gonna submit to me. Don't talk back, don't speak when you're not spoken to. He's convinced these women of that. And he got them. Let's just be honest. He was able to get in their heads and like this. I can't, I'm not gonna be able to finish this whole thing because I gotta go get dressed. But baby, let me tell you something. I don't feel sorry for Lacey or Jamie at all. I don't feel sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for them now. And I'm not gonna feel sorry for them when they start this. Let's stop here for a second. We'll come back to this video a little later. If you want to, let me drop the link. If you want to catch this video on your own, if you want to go watch it without me breaking the rest of it down, feel free, okay? But I will break the rest of it down of the interview. But I want to say this before I get off, right? That's his way of saying that they've been friends for 3 years because he went on his broadcast twice, right? And he's saying that we've been friends for 3 years. Well, they couldn't have been friends for 3 years because this man didn't teach him shit about moving to Medellin, okay? Didn't teach him nothing about it, right? So they're not friends for 3 years. If I'm friends with you for 3 years, baby, I already know what I need to know before I even got there, okay? I already know what I need to know. You would have met me at the damn airport. So they are not friends for 3 years, okay? He went on his broadcast and he probably reached out to him or whatever the case may be, and they linked up, okay? That doesn't mean that they friends for 3 years. He just met this dude. Yes, he's seen him online, but he just met this dude, okay? You do not know someone that you met online, okay? That's his first time meeting this dude, okay? 3 years my shit, 3 years my ass. Now, again, I'm going to continue to break this down and other things, okay? But in my opinion, I don't feel sorry for Lacey. I don't feel sorry for Jamie, okay? Reason being is because they've been with him already for a long time, 3 to 5 years, whatever the case may be. Jamie has been with him over 20 years. She knows what type of person she's dealing with, okay? Now, when they get over there, we've seen different cult leaders, how they treat those women, okay? I do believe, this is just my opinion, and let me just put this up, because everything I say is allegedly out of my mouth, okay? Everything I say is allegedly. I believe he's going to somehow, if they haven't even already agreed to it, he's going to bring other women, a part of their little tribe, team, whatever you want to call it, their little thing. He's going to bring other women. And the reason why I think he didn't do it here in the United States, because it's kind of illegal, right? So he don't want that much attention brought to him. That's why he's going to do it in another country. He's going to go get other women. There's other people that y'all named in the chat that has done this. And I know Nature Boy is one of them, and y'all dropped other names, right? Now, I ain't wishing nothing bad on the dude, but we know how things turn out, honey. We know how things have turned out for that type of situation, right? But I believe that he's going to bring other people on the team to be his, I don't even know what you call it, but he has to build. The way he's talking now, and this was in 2021, he's just now trying to live that out. His goal, in my opinion, is to grow a whole community. He's going to grow his own community, right? He's going to get more women on the team. He's going to have them working and bringing their money to him. They're going to have kids or whatever. Now, I don't know if he's going to be sleeping with these kids. I hope he won't or whatever. But when they say things like, oh, I want to continue my what do you call that? I can't remember the word they use. When you want to continue not your legacy, but your, it starts with an L. It's not legacy, it's something else. But you want to continue it. So a lot of those guys lineage. Yeah, lineage. He wants to continue his lineage. Some of those guys result in sleeping with those younger kids so they can have kids and give them, his blood and his DNA, right? Now, I don't know if Kevin will do that, and I'm not accusing him of doing that or even going to do that, but I just know that it somehow work out that way with these other guys. Nature Boy was one of them, and that other dude that I did a live on him. He was it polite. He did the same thing. He had these people. No, I think he didn't do it exactly like that. I think he or sexually assaulted his girlfriend's mom or something like that. But he also had a whole lot of women flocking to him. You know what I mean? And I heard R. Kelly was doing the same thing. But anyway, all I got to say is I don't feel sorry for the wives. They know what they're getting into. They ain't dumb. They can listen to the lives that we break down just like he can. He doesn't. He's probably prohibited them from listening to us. He probably told them, don't listen to them. I think the daughter going to be tricked out to what y'all think. I think the daughter is going to be tricked out too. What do y'all think, Amor? Hell, I don't know. She might become a damn wife to two men on his little village. She might have her. Oh no, I'm sorry. She can't be a wife to two men. It will have to be. She'll be her and another woman to another man. I'm sorry, because the wife can't have nobody else, right? But anyway, she said that's what I'm saying. Those cult leaders have sex with their daughters to further their lineage. See, oh my God. But anyway, y'all, this is going to be something quite interesting to look at. And I just want to, at the end of the day, if anything pop off in the wrong way, I just want to be able to say I was blogging about it from the beginning. And I told y'all that do one shit, okay? But anyway, it seems like that is what he's trying to grow. We're going to continue breaking down this video right here, like I said, of him explaining basically to this dude what he wanted to do, build his own tribe, build his own village. They hunt, they fish, they eat, they grow their own shit or whatever the case may be. Well, it can't just be him, Lacey, and Jamie and the daughter. It ain't four of them that's going to be hunting, fishing, growing, building. So what does that mean to y'all? That means, in my opinion, he has plans on recruiting other people to buy into that bullshit that he's selling, okay? That's my opinion. My opinion is this is only the beginning of his bullshit. We will see Kevin's village, family, tribe grow and grow and keep growing and keep growing and keep growing and keep growing, okay? Anyway, I got to hop off. I'm going to see Beyonce. I love y'all. Thank y'all for pointing to my channel. Every last one of you guys that gave me a super chat, super sticker, donating to my channel. I appreciate you guys so very much. And the sponsor of this channel, this live right here, is Platinum Bracelet. Okay, thank you so much, Platinum Bracelet. Everybody give it up for Platinum Bracelet. Before I go, if you want to get in on the raffle, the link is pinned above. Okay, the link is pinned above. Click on the link, get in for the raffle. The takeaway prize is $2,500. I'm gonna mention it every live until the day we do the drawing. Okay, get in on the $2,500 gift cash giveaway. Okay, cash giveaway $2,500. It is $35 to enter. There's ways that you can split, whether you split two-way or four-way. There's options. Okay, but grab the link and go from there. All right, I love you guys. I'm going to have a good time, and I'm going to talk to y'all tomorrow. But it's going to be tomorrow after my daughter flies back out. So it's not going to be early. After she fly out or whatever, I will come live, okay? And I will break down the clips that either was sent to me or I got myself. I heard some shit that I want to talk about myself. Okay. I love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Like this live and share it, please. Thank you. Bye. Love y'all.
Because they can't make a dollar without mentioning down one of our names.
Yay! She kept talking about
We
that
got these
family.
hoes over there. About
She kept
bad.
talking about that family. She kept talking
Internet
about that
gangsters.
family. She kept talking about that family. She kept talking about that family. That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers don't be wanting to regret something. Because they can't make a dollar without mentioning